Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the last block of the Discovery Funnel.
Block 6.
You did it. You made it all the way.
And this is the best one.
We made it all the way. This is basically the material that founded the course. Really, what we're going to be talking about now is we talked about all the various steps of the Discovery Funnel. The why, the what, the who, and the how. Now, how do you go from why to what to who to how? And this is what this is about, mobility in the funnel. Using these steps to really radically collaborate with people out in the world and get information, as much information as possible, to allow you to move from all the way down the Discovery Funnel. And this is an incredibly important piece. This allows you to build out your professional network, which is, as we talked about last time, incredibly important. But we're going to be talking about a couple of different concepts, and then we're also going to be going through steps that we think are very important to mobility in the funnel. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So the first piece here, and Buster, you're going to take this off, virtual brand. Let's do it.
Building your virtual brand. Okay, so in the Marine Corps, I know it's the same in other military services, but being squared away is a very important aspect of your career in the military, right? And so what is being squared away? I know it means something different in every service. It means something different to every MOS or whatever code you guys call it. AFSC.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever that is, or in the Army, I don't know what it is.
Nope.
But like, there is a standard of excellence, okay? And your uniform is a way that's presented. So in building your virtual brand, the same thing of the physical you in the military, like your room is clean, your bed is made nice, all these things that you think about, like the military thing, that matters.
Yeah.
It matters a lot, okay? And if you go online, you can very quickly see who's squared away
Who is not?
and who is not. An interesting thing. So look, what we'll do is we'll start first in the professional virtual domain of LinkedIn, but it starts with your photo. And if you have a smartphone, iPhone, whatever, often have new portrait modes to take a nice photo. So look around, look at individuals that you might look up to and take a nice photo. Do not use your military photo.
No.
You are now presenting yourself as the next teammate at a civilian company. Do not use your military photo. Smile, be happy, look cheerful, wear normal clothes. If you're interested in like the tech companies we talk about, wear a t-shirt. If you're interested in something else, wear what they wear. So you want your LinkedIn to stand out. The banner is a portion of this. So take the time to polish that up and use the different free programs like Canva. You can also crop things out of PowerPoint and make your own. Put some like little flavor of what you're interested in or some things about you, but square away your LinkedIn. And this is the virtual you. In the same way, when you're about to go on a date today, or you're about to go meet someone, what do? Right? You look them up online. You look them up online, you do what everyone refers to as creep on them. And guess what? Welcome to the Discovery Funnel here in the Professional Network. You're going to get creeped on.
The exact same thing.
In the same way that you found them and you looked at their profile and you Google searched,
You're going to creep on them.
They're going to creep on you.
Yep.
And they're going to look through your background to prepare for the conversation. So make your background squeaky clean. Make it polished. Make it fantastic. Do not skip these pieces because it will instantly cast judgment on you and what you're going to bring to the table on your photo, your banner, your about section, and then filling out the rest of it. So take the time to look into this and build your virtual brand on LinkedIn. And this can expand and contract with the time that you have as far as like posting and engaging with folks, but it goes a long ways to virtually poke the individuals on LinkedIn. That's building your brand on LinkedIn. Now, in the virtual domain, there's also Zoom.
Web chat space. And the important thing is, in this radical collaboration piece, I would say even before COVID, the networking call or talk really happened locally face-to-face most of the time.
Yep.
You'd say, Wayne, can I go get a cup of coffee with you and talk to you about your time at your company or how to get out of the military or whatever? And they would say, yeah. And then you meet in person. With the broad acceptance of Zoom and other chat platforms, Google Chat, Skype, whatever, most, if not all of your talks, your radical collaboration is going to happen on these platforms. So it is imperative that if you are going to talk to people on these platforms, you create a space that gives the best impression of you.
Yeah, it's the concept of like catfishing, right? I mean, going
That's
back to
terrible.
like the dating realm, but no, your LinkedIn's immaculate.
Yep.
It's put together, which is reflective of your resume. It's all these things are put together.
Certainly.
And then all of a sudden you go onto your first virtual conversation or your virtual coffee, and you're like you have bad lighting, you have bad clothes. I mean, like it's like wrinkly, you're moving around, audio's bad, like there's nothing going on. And so now as we get into the psychology of creating connections with folks, what we recommend is that not only do you have a squared away LinkedIn, right, this beautiful thing that represents you virtually. Now when you get introduced to someone virtually, you need to square away and improve
How you
your
appear to people.
virtual presentation. That virtual presentation starts with a few things. Is a clean camera, right? Clear audio is important. Good Wi-Fi, so you have a solid connection. These are all things that subliminally, if you have a poor camera and your camera is dirty, you think something is up with that person, right?
Yeah.
You cast all of these stereotypes onto that situation, like, oh, I couldn't hear them, they had bad internet. What else is wrong, right? How come they didn't prepare? Look, I'm sorry, but the world's a judgy place, and that's how it is. Prepare for that. Now, what does extend after that? Lighting, right? So on Amazon, you could pay $15, probably $15 for a ring light. It might make you feel like a TikTok star, but it's going to make you look fantastic on your conversations.
Yeah.
And then the next is you can really start to get creative with your background, right? Here we have, the design background for this course, but if you were to pipe in and have a personal conversation with Billy, you would see different things that are him on the wall. Same thing with myself if we get a chance to connect with one of you. You will see different things in the background, like sure, there'll be some plants, but then there could be awards. Not necessarily military ones. You can have a few, but there's some things on there that someone over your shoulder could say, hey, I see that fishing pole back there. Are you a fisherman? Actually I am. And things like that. So you can design the background to look professional also. And so as you think about what's must have versus what's nice to have, right? What you must have is a great connection, clear audio, and a clear video feed. That's like baseline. So you're not in a loud coffee shop. You're in a quiet place where you can have a meaningful conversation, the must-haves.
Yeah.
And that goes along with most laptops or products that you would normally have these conversations. Your phone sometimes can be set up in a really nice way, so that way you could use your iPhone or smartphone for conversations like this. And then same thing with the lighting. The nice to have is a second monitor, extra lights like the ring light, like an exterior camera or an improved camera. These are things where you can like start to expand that, but really take the time. The point of all of this is
Appear professional.
Is appear professional. It does not change. It's just the mindset change is that from your time in the military, appearing professional was physical. It was, did you get a haircut? Were you clean shaven? Is your uniform squared away? Do you show up on time? Right? These things are important. It is critical that you take the time to present yourself as professional, someone that is prepared, someone that is prompt, right, and timely in all of their actions, because that is reflective of you and who you'll be for them in the future.
And taking that one step further, our recommendation when you talk to different people on these calls is you will not be asking for jobs.
Oh yeah, no.
You're going to be asking for advice. But this is an excellent way to look like someone who probably deserves a job. And so it's a subliminal message to really add to you impressing someone and saying, that person is definitely worthy of a referral. So
okay. It's creating
one step that you can
professionalism.
take.
So take the time to create professionalism in your virtual brand and the new components now in this new chapter of your life that you haven't experienced before.